Hello guys, once again welcome back. Today I am here to review this. This is the Royal Enfield Himalayan. In this video I am going to explain detailedly about specifications, features, price and difference between the older gen Himalayan and this 2021 BS6 Himalayan. So let's start with the video. Exhaust note was quite impressive, and this Himalayan gets with 411cc single cylinder 4-stroke air cooled SOHC engine which produces 24.31 PS of max power at the rate 6500 rpm and 32 Nm of max torque at the rate 4000 to 4500 rpm. So now let's talk about the changes. The first change is colors. It gets with 3 new colors. First one is the matte silver, green, dual tone black, and the second change is visor. It gets with a tall and a wide visor which is tinted. The corners are rounded because of that Google Map navigation, and on the visor it has this Royal Enfield logo. And the third change is this is the jerry can rack. It has this Royal Enfield badging in it, and the rack is moved a little bit forward to improve the knee room and leg room. This is the third change, and the fourth change is seat. It gets with a much comfortable seat now. The seat got much softer, and it's very comfortable to clock long distance touring. And the pillion seat is also very wide and comfortable enough. And the fourth change is this gets with a top rack with a max payload of 7 kgs. We can easily tie bags on it. And the last change is this is the Google Map navigation which Meteor also gets. It has this chrome surroundings to it. It only shows the turns. This is the boot up function. It also shows time when the phone is not connected. So these are the changes. Himalayan comes under the adventure touring segment. No doubt it performs very well in off-roads and while touring, but that won't be always the case. It should also perform very well in the cities. In city also it performs quite well. It has both positive and negative points. Negatives like heating issue, and clutch is very heavy, and weight of the motorcycle. Those are the negatives, and positives are good turning radius, comfortable, and bad roads won't be a problem. So let's start with the walk around. These are the keys of the motorcycle, and this is the front look. In the front it gets with this halogen light with LED daytime running DRL. This halogen light is not powerful enough. In the front it gets with 90 by 21 inches tires with spoke wheels and tubed tires. In the suspension it gets with telescopic 41 mm forks with 200 mm travel, and this is the number plate which is kind of hidden. And these are the indicators which looks very outdated. And this is the side look, and it doesn't get with any liquid cooling. It is air cooled. And this is the base plate, and overall ground clearance of the vehicle is 220 mm, and overall width of the bike is 840 mm. This is the 411cc single cylinder engine with Royal Enfield branding on it, which is finished in matte black. Exhaust pipe with catalytic converter, foot pegs with teeth to provide better grip while off-roading, and it gets with both side and center stand. It gets with a revised font over here, and the fuel tank capacity is 15 liters. This is the fuel tank lid. Let's see if it comes into hand or no, it doesn't come into hand, which is a good thing. And on a full tank it can clock around 350 kilometers. And this is the instrument cluster. It offers ton of features in instrument cluster. It doesn't do a full swipe. It shows both in kilometers and in miles per hour speed. And this is the gear position indicator, and this is the odometer, gear position indicator, odometer, 2 trip meters, and this is the temperature, neutral light and indicators light, engine check light, battery light, ABS light, and this is the fuel gauge. This is the compass, and this is the RPM meter, and this is the Google Map navigation meter, in which it also shows time. This is the engine kill switch, and this is the hazard light button. I felt this feature very useful. And on the other side we have pass light, high beam, low beam indicators, and this is the horn. Horn is loud enough. This is the side mirrors, which are finished in circular shape. Seat is wide and very soft. It's very comfortable. In this price point I never saw such a comfortable seat. Exhaust pipe with upset position, slush won't be a problem. And this is the rear tail lamp, which is finished in LED, rear indicators which are halogen, and there is a good grab rail to hold on for the pillion. Rear tail design is finished very well. It's quite impressive. And this is the rear tire with the tire section of 120, 90, 17 inches. It gets with monoshock suspension in the rear with 180 mm wheel travel, and seat height is 800 mm, so it won't be a problem for even short riders. And this is the rear look. It looks very purposeful from the rear, and the seat height is 800 mm. Short riders can also ride without any problem. This Himalayan costs 10,000 more than the older Himalayan. The ex-showroom price is 2.4 lakhs. I don't think it worth 10,000 more than the older one, but still it's very value for money for what it offers. Currently the test drive was not available. I'll make a ride review soon on this thing, BS6 Royal Enfield Himalayan. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. So that's it for now, guys. Hope you liked my efforts. If you did, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Make that subscriber count to reach 4-digit number. So see you soon. Bye.